Guys, we're gonna talk knife skills real quick. Really, really important. Protects yourself, make sure you're making accurate cuts. The way you cut things makes a difference in how you cook them, and it's just one of those things that you have to practice. This is a steel. This is not a knife sharpener, this is a steel. So all this is really doing is the edge that you have on your knife that you can get from a whetstone or you can send it out to a sharpener, it maintains that edge. This doesn't actually make your knife any sharper. So we're gonna give this a couple passes on the steel, back and forth. I'm confident we've done what we need to do there. Here we have an onion. This is the North Pole, this is the South Pole. This is the equator. We're gonna cut this onion from pole to pole. Take the very tip off here. Take the very tip off here. It's really important when you're cutting veggies, especially things that you're peeling. Keep a little waste bowl handy. Makes your life easier. Keeps your workspace uncluttered. Like I say all the time, if you work clean, you will produce something clean. If you work in a mess, you will produce shit. So we'll come in here, use our knife, and we will peel back. Use your knife and peel back. Use your knife and peel back. A lot of people like to get in there with their fingernails or whatever. That's just gross. Don't do that. Take this, pop it right off. This is the root. You do not want to cut through that root because that's what makes you cry. That's what makes the onion bleed. So just take off as little of it as possible. It'll also help keep your onion intact. Here we have the other half, and I will peel this in the same fashion. Take that, pull back, slide your knife under, pull back, slide your knife under, pull back. 2 halves of an onion. We will dice 1 half, and I'll slice the other half for you. So to dice the onion, you want to take the root end, so the end that has the root, turn that away from you. You want to cut onion this size probably 3 times. 1, 2, and that's probably good. 2 times. Then we'll go through up top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's gonna give us a pretty good sized dice. Now, with my fingers away from me and my thumb tucked back, so if I cut something off, I'd much rather take off the end of my finger here or the end of my knuckle here than take off the tip of my finger there. Cut down, roll the knife through, take your time. There is no rush. You are not on Chopped. Gordon Ramsay is not yelling at you. Cut through the root. And there you have a perfectly diced onion. Now, if you are in a hurry and there is somebody yelling at you, or you are on Iron Chef, or you are on Chopped, you can move through an onion pretty quickly. Take some practice, but we'll start at this end. Get your knife going. Get used to having it right up against your knuckle. Once I get to the end, instead of cutting my finger off, roll it over. And the goal here, anybody can motor through an onion, but the goal here is to make sure all your cuts are the same size. So there you have an onion diced and an onion sliced.